So I have Michelle here today. She's been my friend for like ages, and she did my makeup for Nick and Lindsay's wedding. The reason why I contacted her was because I really liked your Instagram photos, like of your face, your makeup and everything, and I just wanted to recreate that. So I asked her to come here, and she just here every day. Michelle actually has her own YouTube channel, so link it down below along with your Instagram and everything too. Yeah, so she's gonna walk you through how she recreated this look, right? What do you normally start with, like skincare?
So with skincare, I usually just wash my face with like body soap, and it gets super dry, and then I'll put Aveeno body lotion on it, and I just like pat it on, and I just dry off like the excess lotion with my towel. And that's it. For the first step, right after moisturizing and everything, is just foundation. I use Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Foundation. This has been my favorite for a really long time just because it's super light and it covers everything. I use the color 4. It comes like in colors 0.5 to 7, 8 or something like that. I usually put it on the back of my hand in a line like this. So I usually take this Makeup Forever brush. It's like a flat packing brush. I'll start at the beginning of the line and then end where it's thicker. So I'll start around my cheeks to make sure I have a foundation for just my bronzer and contouring if I feel like doing that. So I go around my face first. I know like most people do the T-zone, but I feel like I will sweat that out and like get way too oily when I'm done applying it. Okay, so the next step I do is put on my bronzer. Sometimes I'll do like contouring, but this is my everyday makeup. I'll use this contour shade and light for my night look, but this is for the daytime. So I use this Sephora bronzer. I got this like last year. It's called Micro Smooth Honey Heat Bronzer. So it comes with like a highlighter color and like just the normal dark bronze color. So I'll try to get, you know, half and half. And I will just, you know, go around the edges of my face to warm it up a little bit.
Your skin's so clear.
Do you break out a lot? Like,
no, but well, not recently, but I get my breakouts hormonally, like my chin area. So you just do the perimeter?
Yeah. And like the nose sometimes. Gonna go into my nose. Shape it a little. Okay, I put too much again. So I'm gonna blend
do you use some napkins?
Yeah. Okay, so I bronzed my nose too much. I'm gonna wipe that excess off. Got too crazy.
It's hard with these lights, huh? You get like really ambitious with it.
Yeah. You can see everything. Usually I do my makeup in the dark. Cool. So, done with my bronzer, I think. Moving on to blush. I use Dolce & Gabbana in Mocha. It looks scary at first, but it goes on kind of light.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Okay, so next thing I do is put on highlighter. Usually just put it on top of my cheeks. I do like the little C shape right here, my chin, and the bridge of my nose. And this is Clinique's Chubby Stick. I was gonna buy this, but then, you know when you go to Sephora and you have like a bunch of points, you can just choose things for free. I got this for free with points. So I didn't have to spend like whatever how much it was. I was excited.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then I blend it out with my fingers. I use my middle finger. And just rub it around. I usually spend extra time trying to blend out the highlighter because sometimes I find that I miss places and it looks like I'm like just profusely sweating out of the side of my face. So I've learned to check on that a little bit, like even more than my bronzer. Yeah. Okay.
Strobing.
Yeah, strobing. I found this like angled brush at CVS, and it was labeled as like an eyeliner thing, but it's thicker than your average eyebrow brush, so I kind of like it. I don't like using it too thin because I get really like self-conscious of like getting every single bit of my brow, but I kind of like just throwing the product on. So the product I'm using today is Anastasia's Dip Brow in Soft Brown. Okay, so I start at the end of the brow because it's a little bit wispier than the rest, and I kind of drag it out like a little bit longer. So start at the middle. And I want to stop there. So I'll feather the rest of my brow in. I'll use like the remainder on my brush to fill in the front of the brow because I don't want it to look too like condensed. I don't want it to look like I'm furrowing my brows all the time. Okay, so let's move on to eyeshadow. I am going to use Lorax Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I use my middle finger to apply my primer because I'll use my ring finger to apply the rest of my eyeshadow. And I don't want that to be all mixed together. I'll use my priming color, and this is a Lorac Unzipped palette. So I usually use like a matte light brown color, which is this one called Unspoken. And I will use my ring finger and put it all over my lid. Start with the middle and then I blend outwards.
So you put it all the way up, huh?
I kind of just feather it out until you have that little white strip under your eyebrow still. Okay, so you're gonna take that same Unspoken color and I'm gonna use this little, what would you call this?
Eyeshadow C brush. Is it
Oh,
from
sure.
e.l.f.?
Yeah, it's e.l.f.
Yeah, I think it's the Eyeshadow C brush. It's like the most popular one. It's a really good one.
Yeah, I love this one. This is my favorite brush. So Eyeshadow C brush. And
I think. Don't quote me on that.
This is from e.l.f. I got it at Target for like, what, like $2, $1. And you're gonna go under here.
I'm totally gonna try this tomorrow. I'm gonna watch this like a million times and try to recreate it.
Okay, and then I usually just blend it down. Okay, so next you're gonna move on to this deeper red color, deeper mauve color. It's called Unbridled. And it's gonna be kind of your transitional color to this darker brown. So you're gonna use your same finger and then start at the bottom and blend your way up, but not as high as I did with the base color. So you're just gonna go like a little, I'm just gonna go a little bit above my crease. Okay, now you're gonna go to the darker color called Untamed. And you're gonna take the dark color and go on your lower lid. Okay, so you're done with your eyeshadow. Next, I go in with my liner and I do a little cat eye. Sometimes when I'm feeling adventurous, I'll do a bigger cat eye, so I'll see how that turns out today. This is Kat Von D's ink liner. We are gonna do a more conservative eyeliner in my terms because usually it's very thick, but
I get so nervous when people watch me do my eyeliner.
yeah, me too. Okay, so we're done with our cat liner. Wait for it to dry. And then next you're gonna do your lashes. I use this Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. I used to use the Better Than Sex, and that was amazing. I really liked that. But I would like use all of it in 2 weeks, and it wasn't cost effective. So I got this one. It's kind of the same. It's not as like volumey, but it's just as clunky and it adds volume. I like clunky lashes. Gonna curl my lashes. finishing touches for my face would be this Kat Von D Shade Light thing. I would use just the lightest color right here to highlight the rest of my face and to make sure that it doesn't get oily. So, or to hide the oiliness. Down here. And by doing this, it kind of gets rid of all the eyeshadow fallout too. Okay, last but not least, my favorite is lipstick. I'll put Vaseline on first so my lips don't look all crackly. And then the lipstick that I've been using for the past year is this Givenchy color. It's like a pinky nude color, and it's in the color 104. I really like this lipstick because it's super creamy, and there's like a bunch of like dupes for Kylie Jenner colors, but this is like the least drying for me. Okay, so this is your finished look. Usually it only takes me 10 to 15 minutes to do it because usually I just throw everything on. Sometimes I use less of like the dark shadows, or sometimes I'll just use the base and put like a cat eye on, but for everything else, like my face and my brows, it stays the same. Thanks for watching this video. This is my makeup look, yay!